We are live, baby. We are live. Live in the wreck, live in the wreck, live in the wreck, live in the wreck. It's your boy, always real, never fake. Alex Rawtech is in the building. So, guys, I tried to do a live stream earlier, but my cousin came to pick me up. I had to go to UPS to drop off the old NC Go router. I didn't want T-Mobile charging me freaking $350 for that thing. So, um, yeah, I had to return it. So I went to the UPS. Then I had to go do some other things that were important. But I got a special surprise for you guys. I got something that I have been talking about in this chat. Well, on my channel for years now. What's up? What's up, OG Tech? What's good, bro? So let me get it out my pocket. My cousin let me have it, of course. So hold on. I'm still here with you guys. Good Lord, yo, how the heck do you distangle this stuff? Hold on, guys. I'm still here with you guys. I'm trying to distangle something in the background, but I'm definitely here. Yo, this is a pain in the butt when something gets tangled up. Seriously, it's a serious pain. The pain is real. Okay, so let me see where does this cord, where does this lead me? This tanglement. I'm just gonna sit down and do this because this is gonna take a while. But yeah, I got something that I've been telling you guys for the longest about the OG phones that I used to use growing up as a teenager. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to show you guys. And this thing is on pristine condition, and it even has the original charger, so I could probably charge. I mean, this thing has been in a box for the last 20 years or more than 20 years. So it's been in a box for 2 decades. But we couldn't find the box. The important thing is that we found the device. So it's time. Three, two, one. Let's turn on the camera. Here goes the charger. It is a Motorola device. Well, yeah, it is Motorola. A Nextel phone. This is what I used to use. This is a Nextel phone. And of course, the clip goes like this because this was a walkie talkie. So when somebody would hit you up, this was the speaker in the back where you were talked to. So this is a Nextel phone. You see, it says Nextel right there. See, a Nextel iDen phone because it was the iDen network. Okay, so this is the front of it. You could even play music on it. You see how it has play, pause, front and back, and it has that little screen in the front. Okay, and this is a flip phone, as you guys can see. And right there it says Motorola I, what is it? Motorola what? I-870. So Motorola I-870, as you guys can see right there. And there goes the keyboard. So this is how I would text my friends right here. Yo, what is up, bro? Are you coming or not? Typing on here. Okay. And then it has this antenna that comes out. You see? It comes out. The antenna comes out to provide you with better service. So, oh, and it had a 1.3 megapixel camera right here with a flash. in the front, a 1.3 megapixel camera. So I'm gonna see if I can charge it up. Damn, this thing is full of dust. Let me see if it has the battery. See if it has the battery in here before I even try to charge it up. Let's see if it has the battery. How would I even take this lid off? Oh, right here. Hold on. And yes, we do have the battery in here, so we're Gucci. Okay, we're Gucci. So we got the original charger right here that goes to this phone. It's these little pins. It kind of remind me of the iPhone 3GS, the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 4S in a way. See? And it says Motorola right on the charger. It has the M for Motorola. So Motorola is one of the connoisseurs of phones. So let's see if this thing will charge. Hey, pull the charger fast, closer to me, and I want to see if it's gonna get any type of. Oh, it's turning on. Look, it shows that it's dead. It is turning on. It shows that it's getting power to a battery that hasn't been charged in over 2 decades. Okay, 2 decades. I would literally have to ask freaking Gemini, when did this Nextel phone came out? It's an i870. All right. So we're about to ask Gemini. Seriously about to ask Gemini. Gemini. Because I want to know. I just want to know, guys. Seriously. I want to know. Gemini, what year did the Nextel Motorola i870 come out?
The Nextel Motorola i870 was released in 2005.
Look at that. 2005. We're in 2026. This phone is 21 years old. It was sitting in a box for the last 18 years, I can say. For the last 18 years, this phone, and it's a miracle that is actually charging. And look at how small this Nextel phone was. I had to do a lot to get my hands on this phone. And then with the original clip that it came with. It is crazy, guys. Really, really crazy. Only had the real ones about. Yeah, yep, the chirp, bro. Chirping. Yep. Then Sprint bought Nextel. Yep. When they weren't even compatible. Sprint and Nextel were not compatible. Sprint was CDMA and this was IDEN. This was through chips, through SIM cards. It was not, you know, it was not like how we say that? It was not ready. It was not compatible with Sprint. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that. And the title of the live stream says it all. Raw Talk Mobile Tech and Tech, the prepaid game. So let's talk about a little bit about the prepaid game. I had people well, I always got somebody that strikes a nerve when I talk the truth about US Mobile. And when I compared Cricket to US Mobile, people got offended. People got really offended, like seriously offended with me. Like they were upset in the comment section. Well, nobody cares about a free phone from Cricket. US Mobile still better. US Mobile's phones, even though you gotta pay full price, they set them on lock. Who cares if you gotta pay full price for a phone on the US Mobile website when the phone is fully unlocked? Yeah. Where does it say that the US mobile phones are unlocked? Because I didn't see nothing. So let's revisit these US mobile phones on this live stream because I want to see. The person that was arguing in my comment section, which I left their comments there because he didn't curse at me or anything. He just despises cricket for some odd reason. Uh, uh, hold on, guys. Dot. Hold on. Yeah, mobile.com. Here we go. So we are definitely going to do a screen share because we're going to take a look at this together. Because this person said that these phones are supposedly unlocked. So, I want to put that to the test. Okay. Let's click on the Samsung Galaxy Edge. Okay. It says your 349 offer is sold out. However, you can still get the S25 Edge for 40% off. See details. Okay. Also, all the colors are sold out. No, this white one's not sold out. Okay, so we're gonna go here. More details. Clearly, as we can see, I don't see nowhere where it says that the Samsung Galaxy is unlocked. So let's just go to a cheaper phone. Let's go to this Moto G 2024, which they want $149 for it. Okay. And let's see if it says anything about being unlocked. No. I don't see nowhere here where it shows that this phone is unlocked. So you US mobile fanboys need to stop lying. You try anything to stick up for this company, and I end up making this company look bad and making you look bad for lying and saying that these phones are completely unlocked. If I don't see it on the website, which by law they have to put it on the website as part of terms and conditions and all that blubbers. Yeah, I don't see none of these phones that say fully unlocked. It would make no sense for them to sell fully unlocked phones when you could just leave. And then the person said, I don't like Cricket's unlock policies and them. Yeah, everybody has unlock policies. So as you guys can see here, all I'm seeing is specs. I don't see nothing that says this phone is unlocked. Nowhere in the description do I see, the iPhone, I mean, the Samsung, I'm sorry, the Motorola Moto G 2026, Android 16. It has a Dimensity 6300 processor with 2.4 gig. I don't see nothing here that shows that these phones are unlocked. So I don't know why you guys like to lie in my comment section in order for me, to then make you guys look bad. I'm serious. Like, stop it. Stop it. You're making yourself look bad. Seriously. Look, the new A17. Where does it say here that this phone is fully unlocked? Nowhere. Nowhere does it say this phone is fully unlocked. So am I supposed to take word of mouth from you guys in the comment section and be like, "Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying?" No, I'm going to put it to the test. None of the phones that US Mobile sells are fully unlocked. So please stop lying to try to defend the company. Just do me that favor. Stop lying to just try to confront, you got 2 days left and blowout. What? For whatever that means. So there you go. Crappy plans like always. You got to port in your number to get this Dark Star plan for $35. You're only getting a $9 discount unless you don't know how to do math. Because 44 minus 35 is $9 discount. It's not even a $10 discount. Wow. Watch it. You're getting a huge discount with US Mobile. Piece of shit service. Now let's compare that, and that's their most expensive premium plan, right? All right. And now let's compare that, which only gives you 250 gigs of mobile hotspot. Now let's compare that to Visible's, and this you got 4 days left. Okay. Let's compare that to this Visible premium plan, the one that I got. The Visible, what is it called? Visible Plus Pro plan. Okay. Here we go. I went too fast. The original price is $44. And I mean $45 and a dollar more. And if you do this before the 4 days are over, you don't even got to port your number in. What US Mobile you got to port your number in, right? You don't even got to port your number in, and you're getting a $12 discount. Okay? Because 45 minus 33 is $12. Okay? And all you got to do is put switch 26, and you'll get this plan for 26 months. Not 12 months like US Mobile, 26 months. So how in the hell is US Mobile any good? They're not no good. You lie in my comment section yesterday saying, "Oh man, and you don't know what you're talking about. The US Mobile phones are fully unlocked and I can take my service," and you know the hell you can. On the website doesn't say nothing about US Mobile's phones being unlocked. So please stop lying. Do me that favor and stop lying. Then you're only getting a $9 discount, not even a whole $10, because your original price for the plan is 44, and you're gonna pay 35. So the last time I checked, 44 minus 35 is $9 left. Okay, it's not 10. With US Mobile, you're getting a whole $12. 45 minus 33 is 12. Okay, so you guys need to stop lying in my comment section and making stuff up just to try to make yourself feel better. What's good, broski? What's good? Because like I said, I'm gonna make you feel like shit. I gotta be honest, I am. Because I'm gonna pull your cards. I got receipts. What receipts you got? You got word of mouth. All you do is comment in my comment section. You sit there and you comment in my comment section and say, I've used uh 150 gigs with US Mobile and I got no slowdown. Where's the proof? Where's the proof? So I want to see proof. I don't want word of mouth. I want to see proof. Sorry, Shadow. So, you know, this is just crazy. It is crazy. I'm here. It is just crazy. So, how you gonna say US Mobile is better than Visible and Cricket? No, the hell it's not. You're on cloud nine, and you need to get off of cloud. Oh shoot! No, 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 no. What a dummy! I was gonna kick myself off the live stream. I clicked on the wrong page. Okay, so we're gonna go to Cricket over here. You're gonna go to Cricket's website, cricketwireless.com. Okay, so phone plans. We're gonna go straight into phone plans. Okay, because I pay 55 with auto pay right here, Supreme plan. So if you want something better than piece of crap US Mobile, and you want perks, then pay the $11. HBO Max included. 150 gigs of storage included at no extra cost. No extra cost is included. So that's what you guys need to understand. This is a hell of a deal. You pay 11 more dollars and you get more perks. Okay? More perks. then piece of crap US Mobile. Okay? Then piece of crap US Mobile. All right? And now let's take a look at the phone that I made the video on yesterday. Let's go to Metro. Coughing up a storm. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. So let's go to phones. Phones. Cell phones. Okay. Here we go. We got the Moto G 2026 with Metro. We got the Moto G Pop Play, which is only 64 gigs, so that's trash. Uh, so let's look at the Moto G, the new version of the phone that I got, and most of us have. Okay, love this like grayish blue color. I just like it a lot. This one has 120 refresh rate. Mine doesn't have that. It's $10. What a new number, or free if you put in a number. But you must get the $65 plan. Okay. And when you bring your number, you must get the $55 plan because this one is more expensive than the old one. The old one was only 140. This one's 170. So I still think Metro should drop this to the $40 plan, to be completely honest. I understand it has decent specs, but it's only splash proof. It's not waterproof or anything like that. It's not nothing out of this world. So I don't know, why um the US fanboys get mad at me. I mean, you guys are about to get even madder because you guys sit here and say, I use this, I use that. I'm gonna show you how many gigs I used on Cricket already. Okay. I'm gonna clearly show you that on this live stream because I pull receipts. That's what pulling receipts called. The new slang from when you got proof of something. I pull receipts. And I'm about to pull the receipt of how many gigs I have used on the Supreme plan. So I don't want to hear da 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 da. I want proof. I don't want you telling me I used this much. I have to see it to believe it. Okay? I have to see it to believe it. There we go. Look at that. I pull receipts, like I said, and you can see my plan. It even says my plan in the bottom. What does it show there? Let it autofocus. 222 gigs, 0.97. So 222 gigs, 0.97 on the Supreme plan. You see right there, it says Supreme plan. And how much do I pay for the Supreme plan? $55 a month with auto pay. Look at that. $55 a month for auto pay. Let it autofocus. There you go. $55 due on February 16th. There you go. I pull receipts. Let's show this again for the US mobile fanboys. I'm gonna hurt your feelings on this live stream. 222.97 gigs used. Okay. So now let's do a speed test. And right now it's 12 degrees outside. Jesus. It's cold. Oh, shoot. Let me close out all these apps before I do a speed test on Cricket. Mm. All right, now we can do. I closed out all the apps in the background. Is looking for a server. Did it find one? Yeah, Comcast server. Okay, here we go. After using 222.7 something gigs. 171 over 41.6. Okay, let's do another speed test after using 222 gigs on Cricket. The pings are high though, 70, but the speeds are good. What a tower down in my area and look, 213 over 40. Yep, over 41, 42, 42. 213 over 43.3. I'm sorry, 41.3. 213 over 41.3. After using how many gigs? 222 gigabytes. So I pull receipts. You guys seen that? All right. Now we're going to do a fast.com speed test, and that's probably going to bring my data usage even higher. What's good, bro? Oh, I did, bro. 270 down on fast.com with Cricket. Okay, with Cricket. No, I ain't playing. What's that say right there? Cricket 5G Plus on the iPhone 15 Pro. So 270 down, right? On fast.com. 213 over 41.3 on speed test. And then let's log back into my Cricket account. Cause I like hurting the Crickets fans' feelings. Cause like I said, until you guys show me proof, you say you use 150 gigs with Cricket, right? I want to see receipts. I want to see proof. My Twitter's attached to my handle on here on Twitter. I mean on YouTube. Look, I have used now 223 gigabytes. 223 gigabytes point 88. You see? 223.88 gigabytes used on Cricket. You see? 222.88. All right. So I show proof. So I want to see proof from your speed testing on the Dark Star Network. I want to see it. Seriously, I want to see it. I don't like word of mouth. I don't believe you. Because you guys just hate cricket so much, you're gonna make anything up to lie and say, oh man, look, way better, way better. You've seen that 223 gigabytes used with cricket, and cricket's still giving me great speeds. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So when you guys use this amount of data with the Dark Star plan, and you're still getting these type of speeds, then you come at me. And I need to see proof, not word of mouth, not you commenting in my comment section saying, oh, I use this many gigs. I don't believe you. I want to see proof. So there we go, 229 over 40.5. And now I'm pretty sure I'm at, let me go back into my Cricket account. I'm pretty sure I'm already at 24 gigs after that speed test. Let's see. I'm logging in, baby. See, logging into my Cricket account. Logging in. Oh no, we're still at the same. So 223, 223 0.88 gigs used on Cricket, as you guys can see. My Cricket, see, 223.88 gigs, and we're still getting these type of speeds on Cricket. See, on Cricket. There you go, Cricket 5G plus. So don't say that US Mobile is better than Cricket when it's not, man. Stop lying. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to the people in my channel. Just stop lying. Stop lying. Look at this. Look at the speeds I'm getting. I want you to show me a screenshot of US Mobile getting these type of speeds on fast.com with AT&T on the Dark Star network. 250 down. Okay? 250 down on fast.com. Let's do another speed test. Another regular speed test. Mm, mm, mm. The pings got lower. There we go. Is it going to give me 300? Is it going to give me 300? Is it going to give me 300? Oh, yep. Over 300. There we go. See? AT&T don't like that you guys are sticking up for that piece of crap Dark Star network. They're like, nah, man. Hell no. You're not going to disrespect my cricket service, my prepaid competitor to Metro. Not going to do that shit around her. There you go. 311 over 37.3. So when you get these type of speeds after using the amount of data that I have used with Cricket, then you could talk shit to me. Other than that, stay quiet in my comment section. If you ain't got nothing good to say, then don't say nothing at all. Look at that. Look at the speeds I'm still pushing with Cricket after using 223.88 gigs. So that's what I'm saying, man. I got receipts. So since I got receipts, I got proof. So you guys can't argue with me in the comment section. You can't sit here and say, well, US Mobile is the best carrier in prepaid. No, the hell they're not. First of all, they don't even give you truly unlimited data. Multiple people have said after using 30 gigs, they have dropped that US Mobile have dropped them down to LTE because they can do that. They can take your 5G and 5G plus away and put you directly on LTE. And they have done that up to multiple people here on YouTube. And I mean multiple people here on YouTube. So, you know, it is what it is. You just got to admit, look, Alex is right. He's pulling my cards. I need to stop lying. US Mobile's really not doing nothing for me. They're not endorsing me. And that's what you guys need to understand, man. You can never say that US Mobile is better than Cricket when Cricket is owned by AT&T and US Mobile is not. I repeat this again. US Mobile is its own identity. Cricket is owned by AT&T. So who's going to have the better performance on the network? Let me think about that. Cricket. Who's going to have a better plan? Let me think about that. Cricket. So you fanboys need to stop. That's all you need to do, man. That's all I want you to do is stop lying. Stop lying to me, and most of all, stop lying to yourself. Because you can't lie to me. Remember, I'm the one testing this network, not you. You are lying to you. You are not lying to me. You are lying to yourself to sit here and say, no, but you know what I'm saying? US Mobile still don't know the hell is not. So I need you to stop lying to my subscribers to all. Let me see how many I got now. Because every day my channel keeps growing. People love the fact that I tell the truth. That's why. All right, so we're at 54,260. And from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Because you guys know that I'm blunt, that I don't care. I say what's on my mind, and I really don't care. And like I said, US Mobile is trash. Trashy Doodle went to town. Trashy Doodle got on a pony. Trashy Doodle went to town. And that's the truth. So, like I said, I appreciate every one of you guys. But when you guys go in my comment section and sit there and lie, right? You sit there and lie and you say, oh, well, um, hmm, US Mobile, I used 500 gigs with US Mobile and I'm still getting great speeds. You're lying because I got to see proof. I don't go word of mouth. I always have shown people proof on this channel every single time. Look up the Metro speed test that I did last year. I used 400 and like 50 something gigs, and I was still getting over a gig after using 457 gigs on Metro on the $24 plan. So just imagine, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I do this. I do this. You don't do this. So you can't sit here and argue with a YouTuber that their base of their channel is based on mobile, basically mobile tech and speed testing and putting cell phone plans through the ringer. You get what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna win. It's a no-win situation. A no-win situation. And that's basically what you need to understand. Basically, it's like when I talked about this Nextel phone that I have in my hands right now. I told you guys I used to own this phone. And you see it right here. A Motorola Nextel. Oh, look, and it turned on. It's saying that the battery's charging. You see? And this is an OG phone. So that's basically what I need you guys to understand. If I tell you something, it's because it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? So US Mobile will never, read my lips, will never, ever, 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 ever be better than Cricket. So I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I'm really sorry, but US Mobile will never, ever, ever be better than Cricket. Cricket is nothing compared to you. I mean, US Mobile is nothing compared to Cricket. Nothing at all. Cricket is light years better than US Mobile. And like I said, you guys will ask why. How is it better? Hello, because it's owned by AT&T. Just the fact alone that it's owned by AT&T should already tell you that it's like years better. There's no argument. There's no disputing that. You get what I'm saying? There's no disputing that whatsoever. The fact that it's owned by AT&T. Oh, my daughter's coat shipped out. Juju's coat shipped out. That's what's up. I was waiting for that thing to ship out. So that's what I'm saying, guys. You can argue with somebody that hasn't had the service. I had tried US Mobile for the first time back in 2018, 2019. Before I was even putting content on this channel. I was putting content on my other channel. My sneaker channel used to be my OG tech channel, besides this one. That's the one that, but I hate all them videos and I deleted most of the videos that I had on that channel. But that was my original tech channel, my sneaker channel. Now it's called Alex Kicks. Before it was Alex Kicks, it was my tech channel. I forgot what name I had on that channel. I think it was called Alex Mobile Tech or some shit like that. I don't even remember the name. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, you guys have to understand that I've been doing this, been doing this. So U.S. Mobile is not as good as it seems, because if U.S. Mobile didn't have nothing to hide, why they don't make the amount of customers they have public records? They don't make that public records. They're a private company, kind of like U.S. Cellular, and that's why U.S. Cellular fell apart. The only difference between U.S. Cellular and U.S. Mobile, U.S. Cellular owned their own towers. They did not rent them out. You feel me? There's a difference between renting and owning something. And that's what you guys need to understand. That's exactly what you guys need to understand. So while US Mobile is renting AT&T's network, does Cricket have to rent it? No, no, they don't. Because AT&T owns both parties. AT&T owns Cricket. So that means they don't need to rent out crap. Like, we own this company. They don't need to rent out our towers. We they're our company. So basically all Cricket needs to do is they need to change the name, not on the phone itself, but put AT&T, well, Cricket by AT&T. The rebranding. Cricket by AT&T. But the problem is with that is that people that are not tech savvy would get really confused. I don't want to charge this phone all the way up. So let me see if I can turn it on. This is the power button, right? I think I turned it off. Hold on. Damn, oh, the power button is down here. What a dummy. I was pressing the call button. Oh man. Why did I do that? Now it's not showing the little screen no more. Man. I pressed the wrong button. I probably burnt out the whole phone. No, I didn't. I thought I burnt out the phone. I think it needs to charge a little bit longer before I can turn it on. But yeah, guys, I mean, you can't, man. If we want to talk about customer base, competition based, and unlimited base, hands down, Metro's the best prepaid. It just is. It is the best prepaid. And that is a fact. That is a fact. Metro is the best prepaid. The best prepaid in the game is Metro by T-Mobile. Not US Mobile, Metro by T-Mobile. Metro by T-Mobile reigns supreme. I mean, look at that shit. They got the Moto G 2026 before anybody else. It's not on Cricket's website. It's sure as hell not on US Mobile's website. It's not on Boost Mobile's website. Metro is the first company to carry the Moto G 2026. And that is a fact, guys. That is a fact. Let's see. Oh, it's turning on, guys. It's turning on. Oh shit. Do let me see what it says. T9 powered. Oh, check SIM card. It's saying to check the SIM card. Charging. Oh, it doesn't have a SIM card in it. It does not have a SIM card in it. Wow. It's a miracle that this phone even charges, yo. This phone was in a box for 18 years. That is crazy. Motorola's are tanks, man. Motorola's are tanks. Motorola's where's the Nextel walkie-talkie phones? It's Moto or nothing. So, I mean, let's be honest. Even Boost is better than US Mobile, and I'm not even laughing. I'm being dead serious. Even Boost is better than US Mobile. To me, US Mobile's a joke, and it always will be a joke. They don't offer truly unlimited data. How do they cut people's phones, right? Make people's phones stop working because they used more than 30 gigs of data and they put them on LTE. That's just crazy. I mean, let's just put up some videos. I'm not gonna show the image for copyright reasons, but I will we can listen. Reasons why people left US Mobile Dark Star. Look at that. Look at all these videos. Look at all these videos. My man getting some ad revenue.
I'm gonna miss that plan, but I'm gonna talk to you guys about what it was like when I was on it and tell you guys why I'm not using it anymore. And man, I'm gonna miss it. So let's go ahead and talk about it. What's good, everybody? Where everything? Yeah. So, Dark Star was a pretty cool experience to use. Just FYI, I am a reviewer of cell phone services, and I actually use services, and I'll talk about my experience, and just report it back on YouTube. Now, the Dark Star Uncapped is actually like a special. It's a special plan that they have where they basically removed all the caps when it comes to download speeds. It's actually pretty cool. Hotspotting or sharing data as well. It's now tiered down so you have like a certain allotment that you can have like unlimited speeds. Then it goes to like it's like 100 gigabytes where it's at like 8 Mbps down, and then the third is like or everything after that is basically at a very slow pace. So, but for the most part, absolutely loved it. Didn't really have any problems with it. I think 20 gigabytes of what I consider high speed shareable data is definitely good. But let's talk about call quality first because that is so important to me. So call quality on this plan is, I would say, top tier. Like no joke. Not once did I have an issue with it. Making a call, drop calls, anything like that. It was top tier, flawless. Not a lot of like holding or delays to get the line to actually trill or to make the outgoing call. And I think that's really important because it gets overlooked sometimes, right? And when it comes to data, I know a lot of people are concerned with that. So let's go and talk about the data because that's kind of what really makes this plan special. So with the data, it's uncapped, so you can get unlimited download speeds at the highest amount that you can get. And it is priority, which means that they're going to carve out a space for you whenever the network demand is heavy. That way you will continue to have good performing data speeds. So it could be rush hour, or you're at a baseball game or like a packed event. A lot of people are using your phone. You don't have to worry about your phone not having service or being deprioritized to the point where you can't use it. Now, it is that what they call QCIA. What that means basically is like commercial or consumer level priority. So there's like stuff that like first responders get and things like that. You're like kind of like middle of the range where you can still use it for streaming videos and things like that. It's really dope. Um, Now the speeds are super fast. Now what I realized is that priority doesn't mean that you're at the very top. Sometimes I did notice that my speeds will be very fast and then like blazing fast. Really, I got to categorize it as that. And then later, same spot, it'll just be like normal. Like it won't be I won't be a compromise. But I run so many speed tests, and I'm noticing that there's like 100 100 Mbps difference down. Still fast, but the difference was like, oh wow, I guess I'm not getting that kind of speeds again. And they were just, managing the network and you're being able to surf still, all that good stuff. So I don't think I mean, speed tests are superficial in my opinion. Like you shouldn't really use them to really gauge like real world experience, just use a phone. And yeah, so that's something. Now, when I did use a phone, I didn't have one complaint. Like after a period of like like testing things, I just went to using it. I didn't have one complaint. Well, I did have something that I did notice. So the thing that I think everybody needs to know about is the fact that LTE pops up a lot on this service. It's only for like a short period of time in like specific spots when I was out and about. But I did notice it. Like some carriers focus on 5G, and you will only be reminded that LTE was a thing when you're like in the most extreme, challenging situation. That is not my experience with Darkstar. Darkstar LTE will pop up, frequently enough where I noticed it, and I wasn't really paying attention. Right? I was just like, oh, I'm on LTE again. Now the thing is that LTE typically is a very fast network. I remember when 5G first came out, people were like, yo, this is slower than our LTE, right? Now, I think that 5G has since become more robust for a lot of the carriers, but when it first came out, I mean, LTE was faster. This feels like the LTE on this.
I have to disagree on him. With him, I mean, because I understand he just started doing this speed testing thing, and I've been doing it longer than him. Speed test does tell you your real world experience with a carrier. Okay, what are the speeds you could expect from that carrier? So he can't say that speed testing and the speeds that you get are not really gonna determine uh your you know your speeds or anything like that. And guys, don't forget to smash that like button because it really helps out the channel and lets more people know that I'm live. All you gotta do is, I think you could still even double tap the screen. Well, I don't know if that's only on mobile. Um, but yeah, it's definitely something that um, you know, that really impacts your overall experience. So speed testing is a way for you to know what kind of speeds you could expect from that carrier in your general day-to-day basis. So somebody can't say, "Oh, don't really put all your eggs in one basket and don't really rely on that speed," because he doesn't really know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? I just, I told him in his comment section um that he was wrong about that. He didn't comment back. I'm pretty sure he came into my channel and seen that I have way more subscribers than he does because he has 21,000. I got 54. And he probably seen all my speed testing and he's like, you know what? I'm not even going to argue with this dude. This dude knows what the hell he's talking about. I just do this shit here and there because most of the time he's just talking about carriers. He's not speed testing anything. So, speed testing does inquire you to know what can you expect. By doing a speed test, you can actually see if you can watch a YouTube video or not. Because depending on the speeds you get, is the quality of video that you're going to get. So when you do a fast.com speed test and you're getting 4 to 5 megs down, Depending on the carrier, you might only get be able to see 480p, maybe pushing it 720p, but you can't expect any higher. Now, if you're getting at least 12 to 15 to 30, then yeah, you can even watch 4K. So, speed testing does inquire, and what can you expect from your particular carrier. So I have to cold-heartedly disagree with him because I know he's like, no, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't believe that because you're speed testing and you're on LTE, you're gonna have a worse experience with streaming and stuff. And yes, you will. Yes, you will. Because LTE is super old technology. Super old. Like I could turn off 5G right now, and you guys seen what I was getting on what is it? On 5G plus. Look, 311 over 37.3. Okay. So now we're gonna do what he says. Okay, so just in case he bumps, look, bro, I don't have a problem with you. I just got a problem with what you say because you need to do more research. You can't just tell your 21,000 and something subscribers that doesn't matter in world experience when it really does. So we're gonna drop this shit down all the way to LTE. I moved it all the way down to LTE. So now we're on LTE on Cricket, as you guys can see, no longer 5G plus or low band 5G. Okay. So he really doesn't know the difference between that either. So when you're really gonna talk to somebody about technical terms when it comes to speed testing, you gotta know the difference between LTE, low band 5G, mid band 5G, and high band 5G. You get what I'm saying? And I know you don't know the difference between those. You really don't, because you said low band 5G is the same thing as LTE. No, it's not. Look at the speeds I'm getting on LTE right now. I'm gonna show you guys as soon as it's done. Look. Matter of fact, I'll show you guys. Look. 69.5 over 20, what, 26, which is not bad. 69.5 over 26.6. Okay. And this is on LTE on Cricket. We dropped that. We took off the 5G plus and the low band 5G. Okay. So let's take it to fast.com and see what kind of speeds I'm going to get on fast.com if these speeds are good enough for me to stream. This is on 5G plus, the 250. Right now, we're going to, record. Oh, okay. 110 down. So definitely. Now, this is what I'm talking about. If your LTE speeds, fuck. Sorry for cursing, guys. I just get frustrated with the phone when it times out like that. If you're getting 110 down on LTE with AT&T and T, and you're on LTE, right, like I am, and you're getting 110 down on LTE, then yeah, of course, I can stream whatever the heck I want right now. We're going to do another speed test on LTE. Mm. So now we got 29.5 over. I hate when it times out. Stop doing that, stupid phone. Over 20, 21. Over 24.4. So 29.5 over 24.6, right? Now we're going to take it back to fast.com because now I'm getting slower speeds. So the slower speeds do determine a speed decrease on fast.com. And I'm going to prove it to you right now. There you go, 63 megs down. So you see, I got slower speeds on LTE, and at first I got 120 when I was getting 69 over 26, and now that I got 29 over 24.6, my streaming speeds went down to 63. So see, in real world experience, when you're getting slower speeds, it will determine the factor of your video quality. So I want to make that clear. I'm not taking shots at my man. He just needs to understand that he just started doing this and I've been doing this longer than him. So of course I'm gonna know more than him. You know what I'm saying? And he only has one carrier. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that's why he didn't want to argue either, because come on now. I got Boost, Cricket and Metro right here, uh Visible over here on the 14 Pro, T-Mobile Business and Verizon Business on the 17 Pro. So you can't argue with somebody that has all the carriers basically. The main ones, the main prepaid carriers, which like I said is Metro, Cricket, Boost, and Visible. But I can put Visible in front of Boost. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I got four, and then upstairs, I got my fifth iPhone on the Visible Plus plan. So you can't really argue with somebody that does this. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that you're telling people the wrong information. At least you should look at other people's channel. You know what I'm saying? Before you come out and you say something, you should be like, "Yo, you know what? I'm a look this up." I would have case him out of channel. Oh no, he wasn't on my channel saying anything, bro. I was correcting him on his channel, and he felt, I guess, some type of way because he didn't even thank me or anything. He didn't reply to my comment because I told him, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. The speeds drop on LTE could cause a difference on video streaming quality, even on calling quality. If you're if you have a newer phone, right, and it supports voice over LTE, voice over 5G, if your speeds decrease, it is definitely gonna cause a problem. You know what I'm saying? With your call quality, with your streaming quality, with your surfing the internet quality. And that's a fact. So, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to be an a-hole towards him. I was just schooling him. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know how many people schooled me? And I would say thank you. I wouldn't get mad like he did. I would say thank you. Yo, Alex, that's not a AT&T tower. That's a Verizon tower you're showing on the last show. Oh, thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Then, you know, oh, Alex, that's not a Verizon tower. That's an AT&T tower you're showing on this video. Thank you, bro. Because some people actually know their shit. They know more than me. But when you're specifically telling people, this, and you're not 100% sure, you shouldn't know. You should never do that. Always Google something. It doesn't cost anything to Google something. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know right now. Hold on. How many megabytes it takes to stream 4K? How many megabytes does it take to stream 4K videos? Because that's really important.
Streaming in 4K Ultra HD is a major data hog. On average, you can expect to use between 7,000 megabytes and 16,000 megabytes, 7 gigabytes to 16 gigabytes per hour. The exact amount varies significantly depending on the platform you're using and the frame rate, 30 FPS versus 60 FPS of the video. Data usage by platform, per hour. Platform. Average data, GB, megabytes, approx. Netflix. Approximately 7 gigabytes, 7,000 megabytes. Amazon Prime, approximately 6 gigabytes, 6,000 megabytes. Disney Plus, approximately 7.7 gigabytes, 7,700 megabytes. YouTube, 30 FPS, approximately 10 to 12 gigabytes, 10,000 to 12,000 megabytes. YouTube, 60 FPS, approximately 15 to 20 gigabytes, 15,000 to 20,000 megabytes. Why is the range so wide? 1. Bit rate. This is the speed of the data. Netflix uses highly efficient compression to keep bit rates around 15 to 25 megabits per second, while YouTube often allows for much higher bit rates, up to 50 megabits per second, which results in a crisper picture but much higher data consumption. 2. Frame rate. A 4K video at 60 frames per second, common for sports or gaming, contains twice as much visual information as a standard 24 FPS or 30 FPS movie, nearly doubling the data usage. 3. HDR, high dynamic range. HDR content adds more color and brightness data to the stream, typically increasing usage by another 10 to 20%. Pro tip for data caps. If you are on a limited data plan, like a 1 terabyte home cap or a mobile hotspot, just 1 hour of 4K streaming a day could eat up nearly 25% to 50% of your monthly allowance. If you're running low, switching your settings to 1080p Full HD will drop your usage to about 2 to 3 gigabytes per hour, a massive saving. Would you like me to calculate how many hours of 4K video you can watch based on your specific monthly data limit?
Well, with T-Mobile Business, my limit is through the roof. I think I get like 5 terabytes. Yeah, somewhere around there, like 5 to 10 tera. The last time before they updated everything, it said 10 terabytes. That's serious. It said 10,000 gigs. 10,000 gigs, which I would never use that.
If you have 10,000 gigabytes, 10 terabytes of data, you have a massive amount of breathing room. Most home internet plans tap out at 1.2 terabytes, so you're looking at about 8 times the standard limit. Here is a breakdown of how many hours of 4K video that buys you, depending on where you watch. 4K streaming endurance, 10,000 gigabytes. Platform, data per hour. Total watch time, Netflix, approximately 7 gigabytes per hour.
So you see what I'm talking about? So even on YouTube, right, my videos that I make at 30 frames per second, it's gonna eat up a lot of your data. A lot of your data. And even my screen recordings now are in 4K. With the new update, with iOS 26.2.1, even my screen, so the screen recording that I made, right, showing you guys the freaking Moto G 2026, that thing is in 4K. So even that's 30 frames per second. That's gonna eat up a lot of your data too. But the great thing about YouTube is that you could dummy it down. What do you say, bro? 4K is 24 megs per second. Okay, so you see 24 megs per second. So with this LTE speed of what was it that I got on fast? Oh, I took it out. I think it was like 56. So even with 56 megs per second on fast.com, you can watch a 4K video. Okay. Because it's 24. Oh, thank you, bro. Appreciate that. It's 24 megs per second for 4K. So most of my videos are in 4K. Almost all my videos on the speaker channel, 4K. So I have a lot of 4K content, guys, because I need to evolve with with technology. And all my phones are 4K compatible. 14 Pro, 4K. And this is the 1 terabyte version. 256 blue titanium iPhone 15 Pro, 4K. 16 Pro, 4K. 17 Pro, 4K. Even the 13 Pro I gave my daughter 4K. So the only phones that I have that are not 4K capable is the Moto G 2025 and Pixel 6a. They're the only two phones. Every other phone that I got is 4K ready. So you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of data consumption. So that's why I can't sit here and tell you like he did. Oh, yo, your data speeds don't matter. Don't take this with a grain of salt. The speed test. No, you got to take it with seriousness. Because if you get any lower than a 24, you cannot watch 4K. Okay? If you're getting 12, if you're getting 13, you're not gonna watch 4K. Unless I mean Verizon be killing it in T-Mobile. You know what I'm saying? And even AT&T in certain situations. But it takes 24 megs per second. Seriously, it takes 24 megs per second. But T-Mobile, I don't have to worry about that. Let me do a T-Mobile business speed test. Let me grab T-Mobile real quick. Bring down the brightness. This is T-Mobile business right here. Hold on, what's going on? What's going on? There we go. You got a boost at the end. So we got 391. Yeah, 391 over 75.6 on T-Mobile business. Now let's do a fast.com speed test. $430 megs down. With 430 megs down, I could watch 8K videos, 12K videos. You get what I'm saying? So that does, the speed test does tell you the truth of what you can do on your phone. And I think a speed test is really important. Do I want you to speed test at the rate that I speed test? No. Because the only reason I get away with speed testing so much is because I'm a YouTuber. Cricket knows this. Metro knows this. T-Mobile knows this. Visible knows this. Boost knows this. They have looked up my channel before. This channel is the reason why I have a T-Mobile business account. Because my channel is considered a small business. Especially now with 54,000 subscribers. You feel me? So it was a no-brainer for T-Mobile to give me T-Mobile gave me the business account when I had, I think, like 16,000. 16, yeah, I had 16,000 subscribers when when T-Mobile gave me the business account. And now I'm at 54. So it's been a great deal of accomplishment. So you just you got to do your research, man. If you're a smaller content creator, please don't and you just started doing this last year, speed testing and all this. You only been doing it for 8 months. You can't compare yourself to me. I've been speed testing since 2014. Since 2012. The first video I got here was me speed testing. Let me see if I can find it. Me speed testing Simple Mobile. hmm That was the first video on this channel, and it's about to be 14 years old. After that, I didn't make no more content on this channel. So you can't really compare yourself to somebody like me. I've been speed testing since I was 26 years old, and I'm 43, about to be 44. So I got light years ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really compare yourself to me. You just started doing this out of nowhere. And just said, you know what? I hear people talking about speed testing. I'm gonna do speed testing. You can't compare with somebody that got experience. That's like a new security officer trying to compare themselves to me that I've been doing this shit for 8 years. I got almost a whole decade ahead of you, and you're gonna think you know more than me? I don't think so. Well, this year it'll be 9 years that I've been a security officer for. 9 whole years, almost whole. Next year in 20, I started in 2017. So next year in 2027, it'll be 10 years that I've been a security officer for. 10 whole years. You feel me? So there's nothing nobody can tell me that I don't already know when you've been doing this shit for this long. But anyway, let me keep scrolling because I'm trying to find the video. I got like 2,000 and something videos now. Uh, did I hide the video? Because it's not here. It shows the first video that I posted 3 years ago was a US mobile video. Look at this. My first video on this channel 3 years ago is a US mobile video. What did I put here? US mobile current. Oh, speed testing US mobile. 3 years ago. Whoo, I found it, baby. Uh, let's speed test visible on the iPhone 13 Pro. I don't know why I said visible. That's why GUW over there. I airplane moded it to see if it would pick up millimeter wave, and no. I don't know why I said so I don't understand visible. How other content creators are getting millimeter wave on this US on mobile. What's this called? US mobile. Mm-hmm. But I'm not picking it up. See. So I'm gonna show you the video. So that's why I talk junk about US Mobile. You see the proof? 3 years ago, before you even thought about having US Mobile, your boy had it first. So I'm gonna bring up that video. I know you guys can still hear it. So we're gonna go to my YouTube channel. Okay. View my channel. And look, it's already here, the video that I'm watching. Boom. So hold on, let me make this bigger. How do I make this bigger? That's not it. Here we go. So we're gonna rewind it from the top. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, anyway, you guys can see my old intro. Let me see. Hold on. Sorry guys. I keep hitting the wrong button on the computer and it keeps going to where I don't want it to go. So okay. So this was my first video ever when I started playing content on this channel. What does it say right here? US Mobile could not connect to ultra wideband, shaking my head. Okay. Shaking my head. And you see right here, 389 comments 3 years ago. Okay. So this is for the people that say why I talk so much trash. Look, I even highlighted it. So much trash about US Mobile because you're with a company that I had years ago. So I'm going to be quiet so you guys can hear everything. Okay, so at this point, I even did a reset settings, right, to see if the U.S. mobile network would work. All right, and that I don't know if that's my iPhone 13 Pro or my 14 Pro. I think that is my 14 Pro when I first got it unlocked. If I not, oh no, that's my 13 Pro. See, I was using US Mobile on my 13 Pro 3 years ago, back in 2023, or was it 2022? I think it's about to be 4 years. No, yeah, that was in 2022 when I did this. YouTube doesn't change the year until the anniversary pops up. I gotta see exactly when I posted this video. So as you guys can see, I cannot pick up millimeter wave. It would only pick up C band. So this is exactly why I'm not gonna play the whole 7 minute video. This is exactly why I can talk all I want about US mobile. So I hope after showing you guys this proof, you don't go in my comment section and you know and you just admit defeat. That's all. Admit defeat. Like, you know what? He's right. He's right. He had US mobile way before me. Way, way, way before me. Of course I did. So this is why I could be so critical about US mobile. Because I think I did multiple speed tests with US mobile back then. I think I did multiple speed tests with US mobile back then. Mm. It's gonna be hard to go all the way back down there again because I was down there with the phone and not the actual computer. The computer, takes a little bit longer to load up all these videos. I even got speaker unboxings on here. Jesus Christ, I got all these videos. Shoot. Oh, mess up my hoodie. I'm just gonna use these little arrows because it'll go faster. Look at that. US mobile versus visible 2 years ago. US mobile versus visible. And of course, visible whooped that butt. US mobile versus visible. Okay. Mm-mm. I can't believe the first ever video that I posted on this channel was speed testing US mobile. That's a disgrace. Say no. I don't really care that that's the first video ever. Well, besides the one that I posted of me talking about simple mobile, I know it's got to be somewhere in here. I was a lot chunkier back then. When I was 26, I gained all this damn weight. It was crazy. I weighed like 200 and something pounds. See, look at this. US Mobile. That's the video I just showed you guys. The US Mobile, US Mobile. You see? Let me go further down. US Mobile. So no, US Mobile was not the first video I ever put on this channel. Not bad. I gotta keep going down. But I did use US Mobile over 3 years ago. Oh, 4 years ago. Okay, so yeah, 3 years ago was when I had US Mobile. That's right. These videos are 4 years old. Here we go. This is the first video ever on my channel. 13 years ago. This was back in 2012. Let's see it. I don't even like looking at it. But you see, this was on the iPhone 4S. That's the front camera on the iPhone 4S. See, Simple Mobile is good. I was talking about Simple Mobile. Oh wow,
iPhone 4S. And yes, it's fully
like a
functional with
dummy.
3G service on
But
my
you see,
iPhone 4S with
I'm talking
Simple
about
Mobile.
US Mobile.
So Simple Mobile would be a good choice to get,
Do
over
I do
every
a
other
speed test?
prepaid carrier
This
if
video
you
was
finish
13
your
years
contract
ago.
with
Let me see.
AT&T or if you own
Let me
an unlocked iPhone 4S or 4 or
Oh
3GS.
nah, I didn't even do a
I
speed test
can't
on this
guarantee
video. I was
that
just
on the
saying that
iPhone 4 or
US
3GS
Mobile
you're going to
was
get the
good.
same download speeds
Damn.
because it varies on how many
That
people
I
are using the
recommended US
internet and
Mobile.
the traffic.
Yeah. I didn't do a speed test. I forgot I had the computer on mute like a dodo bird. And why does YouTube do this? You see what I'm talking about? Like it brought me all the way up to the top. But as you guys can see, even though you guys couldn't hear the video, you guys did see that I had US Mobile 3 years ago. And that's why I'm so critical about US Mobile. And that's why I despise US Mobile, because they haven't really done anything in the last 3 years to be innovative. Come out with the Dark Star plan. Wow. Watch it, guys. The Dark Star plan is the best plan in the world. Psych. So, people that argue in my comment section did not have the Dark Star plan back in 2023 or 2020, 2023. They did not have the Dark Star plan. The Dark Star plan, I mean, they didn't even have US Mobile. The Dark Star plan just came out in 2024, at the end of 2024. So you see, I have tried all these carriers: Link Up Mobile, Panda Mobile, Oxygen Mobile, Hello Mobile, which doesn't exist no more. And Q-Link Wireless doesn't exist either. Boost Mobile. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play the video Visible versus US Mobile. That's the video I'm gonna play. And I forgot I had that shit like muted. And that's why you guys couldn't hear it, even though I muted myself. Felt dumb. So it's somewhere around here, that video. US Cellular, T-Mobile Business, Metro, T-Mobile Business, T-Mobile versus Verizon, Visible. Oh shoot! What the hell am I doing? I hit the wrong button. Visible versus Metro, Boost versus Metro, US Cellular, Verizon. Oh, here we go. US Mobile. Where's the one that I did? US Mobile versus Verizon. Let's do US Mobile versus AT&T. Or let's do whichever one that I got here. No, I gotta go down. US Mobile can't connect to 5G ultra wideband. US Mobile speed test. I think that's the one that I was just showing you guys, right? Yeah. The US Mobile can't connect to ultra wideband. Oh, and this was a different occasion. Look, I'm gonna even show you the millimeter wave pole. Let's play this video. And you guys take a look. Guys, earlier when I speed tested, I wasn't on the $45 premium plan. Now I am. So we're gonna see if it picks up millimeter wave right next to the Samsung greatness. There goes the Samsung greatness. And let's get the speed test going. I think Mint Mobile is really good, bro. I tested it out too. US Mobile claims they could pick up millimeter wave. I don't see this being millimeter wave at all. And they already switched my plan. I paid the $45. I turned off the phone, turned it back on. You guys know this is my S22 unlocked. So there's no reason on why it's not picking up millimeter wave. And just to make sure that the millimeter wave is active right now, we're going to walk right over to the meter and see that it's completely turned on. It is counting right now as we speak. So you see the meter, the electricity meter is on for the Samsung greatness up there. And right next to the pole, and still can't pick up millimeter wave on US Mobile. So US Mobile, I want my money back. This is considered false advertisement under the court of law. You can't say, yeah, $45 premium plan picks up millimeter wave, and then somebody like me that's considered an independent network tester tests out the network and nothing picks up. See, so I'm gonna call a bust on this. I already turned off my phone, turned it off and turned it back on earlier, and I'm not picking up no millimeter wave. As you guys can see, this is C-band 300 and something down, the same millimeter wave. On US Mobile's website, they clearly say that you'll get download speeds up to 3 gigs. And look, does that look anywhere like millimeter wave? I bet if I was to resume my Verizon line right now and put it on this chip right in this phone, you guys will see amazing speeds. So yeah, this is trash speeds. I can't recommend US Mobile. So yeah, this is straight garbage. Straight garbage. Straight garbage. Haciendo un video para YouTube. No, yo estoy haciendo un video para YouTube. Tú sabes que yo vivo ahí a la vuelta de la esquina. Yeah. Okay. My boy's checking up on me if I'm okay. So let's do one final speed test. So like I said, I'm right next to the Samsung greatness and no millimeter wave insight for US Mobile. So US Mobile is clearly lying because if they had millimeter wave, Oh, my bad. you would be able to attach to it right from. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be Sony Ericsson panels or Nokia panels. It should connect to it from Samsung panels. Sorry, my boy said hi to me. Sorry, I moved the phone. So yeah, there's no excuses on why I don't pick up millimeter wave. See, for some odd reason, it's picking up 260 on fast.com, 280, 290. But this is the speeds you get, when you're connected to C-band too. If I was really connected to millimeter wave, it would be like at 1 gig, 900. And I'm not getting that from US Mobile. So I'm definitely gonna ask US Mobile for a refund. I'm glad I did this now instead of waiting. I know this is gonna be a longer video, guys. But yeah, no millimeter wave connection here. All these speeds you get on C-band, you guys know that. So once again, this is US Mobile, not Verizon. I know it says Verizon when you speed test, but I'll show you guys right now. See, US Mobile. So hold on, let me put in my pin. We're gonna do one last speed test on this phone. And US Mobile really disappointed me. I mean, let's be honest. I was expecting millimeter wave, and I got millimeter wave not. I got C-band. So even on the $45 plan, I'm still picking up C-band. No millimeter wave whatsoever. So yeah, I mean, is it still good? These are great C-band speeds, yes. You still get 100 gigs for $45. They do change your payment date every 30 days. They don't give you 31 days. So I don't like that. That's another thing I don't like about US Mobile. So yes, I am definitely leaving US Mobile. Definitely,
You guys,
definitely,
and just to
definitely
let you guys know, that's my
leaving
S22 when I had
US
it.
Mobile.
That's not even the iPhone 13 Pro that I'm
So I
speed
was
testing
planning to
on.
port this number over
That's a
to
Samsung Galaxy
Metro so
S22.
I could get that 853 for $50, but it's no, I want my money back. So I'm definitely gonna be calling after this video of US Mobile to get my money back. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'm definitely gonna catch you guys on the next one, guys. You all ready? And thank you for watching.
There you guys go. The video's over, and that's why I can talk trash about US Mobile. Couldn't connect to it on the iPhone 13 Pro. Couldn't connect to it on the Samsung Galaxy S22. You guys can tell it was a Samsung Galaxy, not an iPhone. So that's why I talk so much the truth, not even trash. And thank you to all the new channel members, man. I can't see you guys because I'm using StreamYard, but when I watch it from my phone, I can see. So thank you to all the channel members. Like I said, this is why I can talk trash about what you guys call trash. I call the truth. This is why I can speak the truth about US Mobile because I had them before you guys even had them. You guys want to talk about the Dark Star network. I was using US Mobile and I got my refund too. I got my refund. They seen the videos. They apologize. Well, sorry, sir. So why would I put myself through that aggravation again? Why would I test out the Dark Star network and then after 30 gigs slow down speeds? So I'm gonna do this for you fanboys, and this is for US Mobile fanboys. You want me to put US Mobile on my 17 Pro, on my 15 Pro, on my 14 Pro, or my other 14 Pro, because the 16 Pro is locked to boost. All my other phones are unlocked. Then send me the money. Not even joking. Send me the money. You send me the money. You send me the $44, or talk to your other community members that love US Mobile. You guys, between five of you guys, or let's say four of you guys, between four of you guys, the one that dislikes me the most pay $14, and the other three can pay $10 a piece, and I'll do it. Seriously. You can either cash app it to me or super chat it to me, and I'll try US Mobile. And if it works great on the Dark Star network, then I'll say it. But if I get slowed down after 30 gigs, I am going to bash the shit out of your favorite company. So, like I said, I'm not wasting my hard earned money in it from either YouTube or my JOB. So, you guys can choose to cash app it to me, or like I said, uh donate to the channel, super chat me, and that way you can shut me up.
I'll try it out. And like I said, if it's trash, you're gonna feel bad. And if it's not trash, then you're gonna be happy. Oh my God, I got him to shut up. He's talking good about US Mobile and the Dark Star plan. And I'll even speed test it against Cricket. Not even joking. I'll even speed test against Cricket. So that's how serious I am being. Okay. So that's all you have to do. Donate me the money. And look, I got my PayPal here. I got my Cash App here. You feel me? There's different ways to donate. All you gotta do is donate and you'll be Gucci. You will definitely be Gucci. I will definitely try Dark Store Network. I will try out US Mobile, the company that I love to hate. Because let's be honest, I do love to hate US Mobile. You know what I'm saying? I do. I love it. I love hating US Mobile with a passion. So, like I said, that's all you guys need to do. It's not that hard. That's all you need to do. You want me to shut up? You shut me up by doing exactly what I said. Donate the money. I'll get the service and I'll try it out. And I'll give my honest opinion on it. If I don't like it, I'm gonna call it trash. If it's good, then I'm gonna be like, oh shit, US Mobile really changed their ways. That's exactly what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna give US Mobile their props. But like I said, if it's trash, then you already know. I am gonna clown the shit out of US Mobile. But if it's good, I'm gonna keep it 100. For real. I'm going to keep it 100. I am definitely gonna keep it 100. And that's what you guys need to understand. So if you're ready to do that, you let me know. Like I said, my Twitter handle, and even now with the new update to I started my channel back in June 16th, 2012. Yeah, June 16th. So on June 16th, this channel be what? 14 years old? Yeah, because in 2022 it was 10 years old. And we're 4 years, yeah, it'll be 14 years old. But I didn't start putting content till 4 years ago, almost five was when I really, put heavy content on here. Besides that 13-year-old video, me talk recommending Simple Mobile. So anyway, back to what I was saying. If you want me to to basically uh, you know, try out US Mobile, you gotta send me the money. Because I'm not gonna use my money to get US Mobile. Sorry. I'm just not. I'm just not. And I forgot how to do that, but I gotta edit it because I got a new Cash App strictly for YouTube. It has my name, Alex Raw Tech, baby. Alex Raw Tech. So I gotta look it up on how you change it. Because I can't do it on the phone. Before it would let me add, right here. Let me see, edit channel. That's the name. This is the username. What's this? Yeah, nah, this is to add something else to the channel. This is YouTube URL. That's the description. So yeah, I can't edit it from the phone. It's got to be straight from the computer. But yeah, guys, like I said, hell, I got two up to 2 gigs down as well. Okay, that's what's up, bro. That means they got great backhaul where you live at to be getting those type of speeds. I mean, no, what am I talking about? That's freaking that's fiber, T-Mobile fiber. This person saying they get 2 gigs now. That's what's up, though. I thought it was T-Mobile 5G home internet, and it's their fiber. But yeah, guys, as you guys can see, I had years. I had U.S. Mobile years ago. So whoever wants me to stop talking trash about U.S. Mobile, donate the money. That's all. All the ones that be matter of fact, the ones that be commenting in my comment section. You know, you guys watch these live streams. Go ahead and saca los mojosos, like we say in Puerto Rico. Take out that rusty money of yours. Well, you know, mojosos. It's just Spanish terminology. It's meant to be funny. It sounds crazy in English though. But hey, I'm still translating it. I'm being respectful. So, take out your money and put your money where your mouth is. If you swear that US Mobile is better than Cricket, send me the money, super chat it, PayPal it, or freaking Cash App it, and I will get it. I will get the service the same day. The same day you cash out me the money's the same day I'm gonna get the US Mobile Dark Star plan. And I will put it to the test. I'm dead serious. I'll put it to the test. I'll put it on my 15 Pro. Matter of fact, I'll put it on my 14 Pro. Put it on my 14 Pro. Or if you guys want me to test it on my 17 Pro, I'll even sacrifice my 17 Pro and put US Mobile Dark Star on my 17 Pro. But like I said, for the people that say that I talk a lot of trash about US Mobile, you guys seen the proof here. Two different videos of me testing US Mobile back in 2023. Like I tell you guys all the time, I had US Mobile before you did. Okay. I just didn't like the service and I got my money back. So the last time I tried out US Mobile was 3 years ago. Because, like I said, I could pull receipts. I got videos on here. So when you got video evidence that you had a carrier, you can't call that person a liar. Okay. So, like I said, there's, there's Cash App, there's PayPal, there's YouTube donations. You super chat me on this live stream because even after I end it, it says thanks, super chat thanks or some shit like that, which I think that's cool of YouTube. And do it. And I'll try out the US Mobile. There's plenty of you guys. I already had like 5 people going in on me respectfully, but you guys weren't cursing. You guys were just like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. Being argumentative. Okay, well, hey, pull out $14. The other one pulls out 10. The other one pulls out 10. The other one pulls out 10. And there goes the 44. Between 4 of you guys can do it. There's 5 of you guys. And that's just me being honest. But I'm not spending none of my money to prove a point. You feel me? I could use that $44 to pay down one of my credit cards. Why would I want to use that on US Mobile? Hails to the nose is what I'm saying. Hails to the nose. Okay. I'm staying here for the 2 hours. I already need just 10 more minutes for the 10 hours. So there you go, guys. I showed you guys the proof that I had US Mobile, so no more arguing. If you want to prove to me that US Mobile is better, then send me the money. Let me see the money. And hey, at least I'm being upfront with you guys. I can't wait for you to do Oh shoot. Nah, I've been trying to be more respectful, OG Tech, seriously. I've been trying to be more shoot. I gotta lower this down. I've been trying to be more respectful, to be completely honest. I've been trying to be more respectful towards cell phone carriers. I've been really trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that way, just in case a brand, like a brand like Blue or any one of these smaller brands wants to do a collab with me, they'll be like, you know what? He doesn't really like US Mobile and he didn't curse them out. So, I got to think about that, the future of my YouTube channel. So like I said, I just can't keep, you know, going ballistic and crashing out on these companies. I can't do that no more. I know you like it. I know you think it's funny. Other people like it too. Book Jones loves it too. He be like, yo, you're fat. You're funny when you're crashing out on these companies. Because I have crashed out on a whole bunch of companies in the past. Seriously, people that watch me know that I have crashed out on these companies hard, like really hard. Like what? Matter of fact, Verizon's Office of the President, which is their crappy customers relations department, because that's what it's called, customer relations. The jack behind, I was telling her on my niece's account, look, this my phone is not working right. Now it says your order for February. Why you guys are not letting me track my order anymore? It was in North Jersey. What the fudge? What the fudge? What happened to my order? Why I can't track it no more? Skip delivery, cancel subscription. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse. I'm just wondering why it's not letting me track my order anymore. Did these people even send me this stuff? Because they charge me. Let me go through orders to see if it'll pop up. Track order. Oh yeah, it is. It is here. Okay. Okay, it says arrived in Trenton, New Jersey at 8:30 a.m. The 29th, which was yesterday. So it'll be delivered today, Friday. Well, tomorrow, Friday. Okay, good. I got worried. I was about to go off on TikTok. And now TikTok is basically Americanized, guys. Yeah, you make. Yeah, bro. So that's why, I'm not trying to, get all these subscribers and then not have brand deals because of my crashing out on people. Because that scares brands. I'm serious. Because they're like, oh my God, imagine Alex Rawtech calling us and cursing us out because something went wrong. I don't want them to think that way. You feel me? I mean, M&T Bank hates my guts. I don't even know why they waste my time. If they want to ban me from ever getting an M&T Bank account, that's what they should just do. They shouldn't play games and say, "Well, we need you to go to the branch and verify your ID." Just because their verification team is upset because I did live streams, while they were on the phone. Hey, them live streams made me money. They need to understand this YouTube channel. This is a business. This is my business. So, each one of them live streams, me going off on them made me like, not even joking with you guys. Each live stream made me around $20, $20 to $25. I know it's not a lot of money, but it's better than nothing. So, M&T Bank is playing games. They'll send me a letter and be like, "Oh my God, look, this and this and that." Then I talked to the fraud department. The fraud department was like, "Look, Mr. Febres, we can't do nothing That's the verification team. I wish I can help you here. I would send you the DocuSign because that's what the paper's called, DocuSign. So you could take a selfie and take a picture of your real ID and then send it to us, and I would open your account. But I'm not allowed to do that. Like that's dumb, yo. Because it's true. Because with other banks, that whole DocuSign paper is sent by the fraud department. And the whole verification is sent by the fraud department. So that's why I made fun of M&T Bank. But I really wanted to try them, man. So I'm kind of like upset with myself, to be completely honest, because I really wanted to try M&T Bank. But hey, it is what it is, man. You win some, you lose some. I'm not gonna call them no more. I'm gonna wait a couple of months so they could get over their grieving of me being disrespectful, and probably try to get an M&T bank account maybe in like May or June, somewhere down the year to see what happens. What's up? What's up? What's up? So yeah, guys. Like I told you guys before about the OG phones. I got an OG phone right here. I got the Nextel Motorola i870. See, it says Nextel on the back. This was a walkie-talkie phone. This is the walkie-talkie button. This is the speaker in the back when you would listen to the person, and this is the speaker in the front where you would talk. Okay. And as you guys can see, it is turned on. It says no SIM card. So it does work. You see? Insert SIM card. There you go. So this is an OG Nextel phone. Let it autofocus. You see? It wants me to insert the SIM card. So the phone still works. Even though this phone was 18 years. I'm gonna turn it off right now. See? It said Nextel when it turned off. Even though this phone was in a box for 18 years, my cousin had it in a box. It still turns on. I charged it for all these hours. You feel me? See, this is a Nextel. This is what I started with. Okay, the antenna, the service was so bad on these phones, I would have to go to the middle of the street. Yo, where you at, bro? I'm home. How about you? I just got out of school. Okay. Well, I'm gonna swing by the bike. All right, bro. All right, bro. All right, bro. See you. Boom. And then it had this cool little clip right here. Boom. You feel me? And you would clip it on your belt like that, and you would show it off. You would show it off like, yeah, baby, I got a Nextel. What's up? What's up? So when you had a Nextel, you would impress the girls. You feel me? Yo, what's up, baby? What's good, baby? What? Okay, dame 5 minutos más. Yo estoy terminando, mami. Okay, so my I'm gonna go see you right now. I'm waiting for my ride. All right. Yeah, yeah, I'm going over there now. I'm serious. Definitely going over there. Definitely going over there. All right. And then you could even play music. Mami, cierra esa puerta que eso de arriba. Um, you could even play music on this thing. You see, it has play, pause, forward, and rewind. And then the camera right here with the flash, it was a 1.3 megapixel camera on this Nextel. A 1.3 megapixel camera. So there you go, guys. This is what I was telling you, man. I was like, damn. I remember I showed you pictures from Google. I was like, damn. What? I had to work hard. I had to help my cousin throw a whole bunch of stuff away in order to get this phone for free. He wanted to charge me for it. Because actually, eBay still sells these phones for like $80 because they're like vintage. A Nextel. What? A Nextel, Motorola Nextel. And then look at the charger to it. This is the charger. Kind of reminds me of the iPhone 4 charger, the 3GS, and all those. And it has the M for Motorola. Motorola was the company that made the Nextels, made the walkie-talkies. You know, Motorola has always made walkie-talkies. Visible or total wireless. Hmm, that's a great one. But I would say visible because visible is $45 a month. And right now, if you get it before the 4 days are over, you're gonna pay 33 for 26 months. Total already dropped their discount. You know how you used to get 50% off you would get 50% off the visible plus the visible 5G and 5G plus plan? No more. They're only giving you the discount on the visible basic 5G plan. I mean, on the total 5G basic plan, 5G plan. So they no longer have a discount. So you're gonna have to pay straight up $65 if you don't do auto pay, and if you do auto pay, you're gonna pay 60. So visible all the way. You know, if you don't, because the 5 year, I was trying to get it. I was gonna get visible. I mean, total again. I was gonna port in my number from visible to total, but when I seen all they have was the base plan, I don't want the base plan. Base plan sucks. I want to have millimeter wave. I want to have Disney Plus included with no ads, and that plan is no longer a thing. Nothing, no longer a thing. But guys, my mom is tired. She wants to go to sleep. She's over here yawning in the background, and my girl, my daughter, watching TV downstairs. So I gotta end this live stream. I'll do another one tomorrow, guys. So I hope you basically understand why I hate US Mobile, because I had them 3 years ago and they sucked. So like I said, to the people that don't like that I say this, send me the money through Cash App or through PayPal or on donations here on YouTube, and I will try out US Mobile, and I'll put US Mobile versus Cricket. All right. And now take care. God bless and be safe. Make sure you turn on that bell notification so you never miss one of my live streams or videos or shorts. And I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Thank you to all the new subscribers. You already, and thank you for watching. I have visible. I would switch. Stay. Thanks. Yeah, no. Because now the discount's not there. So stay with visible, bro. Total Wireless is only giving you a discount on their crappy lowest plan. That doesn't get no millimeter wave access, no Disney Plus, no hotspot. You don't get that. That plan is bare bone, so it's not worth it. All right, guys. Deuces. Catch you guys tomorrow.